Hello, and today I'm going to be showing you a map that I have created. It looks pretty dull at the moment, you know, just some wooden boards and a metal box. But I thought I'd show a system that I think really could do well in Gary's mod if put in the right positions. So basically what this is I've created some destructible blocks that can be destroyed, you know, like I just said, very easily. It doesn't take that much force to do it. You can just throw yourself into it if you want, like that, and it will break. Some pieces smash because the health is set to 1,000, so the strength of these blocks is 1,000, and their health, the amount of force needed to make them break into pieces is 800. So if you hit it too much, it will break it rather than make the motion kick in, which makes them fall apart. But you know, let's restart. As you can see, these ones are less complicated than the box over there. The box over there isn't even fully breakable. Only one side is at the moment because I've only just started building it, you know. Like, I'm not a miracle worker, sadly, and I'm only one person. But I'd like to. It wouldn't be that bad to lead this on into that era. But yeah. So this one here. This is the side that's breakable. You can tell by pressing C. If you don't know, the other sides aren't. This entire area is not constructible apart from those pieces there and this piece here. Now at the moment I have uploaded the map to the workshop, but you don't get this piece yet, and I'm going to be updating the workshop map once I've added a fully destructible box. It will be on the workshop updated, so you have a box that's fully destructible. At the moment it doesn't serve much of a purpose, but the map will be there to show people on different levels what different materials are breakable, and show people what you can do with it if you put it to the right amount, like, of work and all that, right? So you can pull out sections of this. It's quite thick as well because it's a thick wooden box. When I made it hollow by 5, so that's 5 units hollow. Usually I would use 32, but that would be way too thick right now. So it's hollow. You can break it inside, or you could do this really cool thing again with the dynamite, where you put that down and you can just detonate it and watch the pieces fly. I've always imagined throwing a grenade in CSGO or a game with destruction and watching your enemies not die by the grenade, but the fact that there's lots of blocks flying everywhere and it would, you know, hit them and kill them. It would be really fun, but in CSGO I don't think it would fit. Maybe in its own game mode, or in a game, or not in competitive mode. Maybe if used really not a lot, you know. But this is, some people call it fake because it's not real. The way you do it is quite complicated at times. It took me 5 minutes just to make this one wall destructible, and as you can see, I actually made it as detailed as I could by making little chunks as well as big chunks. And that, then the wooden one. Now, one of the problems I have encountered while doing this map is the fact the wood. Yeah, sounds like wood, but no. It bounces and sounds like wood. But when you hit it hard enough, it will break and make the wooden sound like that. But it is sounding like wood, and when you hit it, it makes a wood effect. I'm not sure how to fix this at the moment, so until I can fix it, I'll just have to leave it. But the map is out there, and you might say, why are you making a map? It's pointless. Why don't you make a map for deathmatch or wars that you can destroy walls in? And I probably will soon. It's not a simple matter of doing it like that, but yeah, so this is just a small demonstration of what the source engine can accomplish when put to the right time. Now, the way we do it is by using the clip tool, I think it's called, to clip blocks in, and then what you do is you go around and make them all funk, so I can't remember that one, funk details, and, oh, I missed a piece here as well. Basically, when they're a funk like that, you highlight them all once all the pieces that you've cut out have been turned into funk details, and you have to do them all individually. You can't highlight them all and turn them into funk details. You have to do it all individually. And that I will be making a tutorial for it on the channel soon, so you'll see a tutorial on how to do it. But I'm only making this video as a one-off because I wanted to show what it can accomplish. But as you can see, it's relatively cool. I mean, the pieces are unrealistically big in a way because I didn't want to make them too complicated, because the more clips you have, it can cause the game to go unstable. Now, on like older engines, it won't work very well. Like Gold Source, of course not. Source engine for CSS, yeah, you can do it on CSS. It might be a little less good, but you know, it depends. all on what you're on. But it's on in the workshop. I'll leave you a link in the description to that, and then either after Christmas or within Christmas, maybe before, I will have a video on how to do it, but it will most likely be after Christmas, as I've still got some studying for school and all that. Alright, well, yeah, that's it, and you just go around and can destroy it. I think you're fine though, you can't fire anything. It doesn't work like that. Like, sadly, I haven't initiated that. You'd be able to, if you wanted to unfreeze it, you'd be able to end fire and it would unfreeze the block, or that's what I'm planning, but I think for now I'm just going to make it so you hit it with a amount of strength and it will just break apart. So eventually, I will have a map you can fight on, you can throw grenades, and say on a space station, I could make it, as you can see it is floating actually. I'll have to clip that to the floor. But as you might want to make a space map that's a space station or ship in space, and you can have it blow up walls in the hull and all that, and it will just suck everything out once that happened. It's possible, I think, but I don't think it will be easy. But yes, that's just the destructible stuff there. It is classed as fake because this is what happens when you break it in most Source Engine games. It would. Now I'll have to do it on the wood, but you'll basically throw it, and it will turn into those. It will be undetailed. You couldn't grab it, and they'd fade away after a couple of seconds. But now they'll turn into these. To make it ultra realistic, you want to make them crumble into not these big of a pieces, and maybe not even these big of a pieces, but with metal, you can make it quite nice. The more cuts you do, the more small the pieces are going to get, and it might cut some unwanted edges, which can turn out to be those edges that are up there and there. So, pretty cool. I built this map because a while ago I was playing a map with the entire front side of our house was breakable. I'll leave a link to that in the description as well. And it was fun to be able to watch the house crumble, but only one side of it was there, so I set out to first make a map where you could test the capabilities of the destruction, how much it goes. So from number one, it's not as complicated. It's not that good looking, it's just a few chunks of wood that can be broken. And then you've got a slightly more complicated, because there's more amounts of it. And then you've got the super complicated ones that are quite annoying to make. It's not that difficult. I find it quite fun to make maps. But the only trouble is a lot of people probably won't like it because I haven't done the lighting. Because it's just a box. I can't put a sun entity in unless I change this all to the skybox texture, created a skybox outside the map, like out here. And then, you know, I could make it an outside map with the sun tool. I might be creating a mapping series after this anyway, so I'll start off with how you create a new map, and you know, create a basic block, how you change the textures on that, and all that. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.